Hi and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Lauren Nelson.
And I'm Dean O'Lally. Today we're coming to you from the Edmond Historical Society and Museum.
The team here is proud to present an exhibit on Edmond and World War II called Housewives on the Home Front. The exhibit includes artifacts like 1940s Red Cross uniforms worn by Oklahoma women here in Edmond, along with Edmond family radios, a Blue Star banner, and so much more that represents this important moment in history. We'll show you around throughout the show. But first, we're going to talk about something that folks back then probably never even dreamed about.
How about yoga with farm animals? That's right, the relaxing exercise class right alongside alpacas.
Photojournalist Casey Kennedy shows us how it's done at the Magnolia Blossom Ranch in Tuttle.
My vet who raises alpacas talked to us probably 12 years ago saying that we needed to raise alpacas, and then when I decided to sell my business a few years ago, we got our first 2 alpacas. The alpacas themselves are very serene animals. They're very quiet, but yet they're social. They're curious animals. And then to interact with them and pet them, their fleece is softer than cashmere and warmer than wool. So there you go. You know, being able to handle something like that just, gives you a calm feeling.
A little bit scared.
I'm not scared. I think they're kind of cute.
I believe that the fleece itself has a positive feel to it, so all fleece is therapeutic. You can take your fingers, rub them together, feel the roughness, grab an animal, grab any product you want, rub it, put your fingers back together, and it feels real slick like it's oil and stuff, but there's nothing on it.
It took us about 4 years to really get our herd built up and decide what we really wanted to do with these alpacas. We started doing wine tasting events. We invite Coal Creek Vineyard and Winery, which is in Tuttle, just down the road. Dorothy Wright, who is our yoga instructor, attended one of those events, and she said, we need to try to do alpaca yoga. You've heard of goat yoga? And I said, yes, I have heard of that. She says, well, why don't we try alpaca yoga? So there's the brainstorm right there.
Exhale. Let that tension go. Next breath in. Close your eyes and feel the breeze blowing through your hair. When I came out, I really enjoyed myself and was pleasantly surprised how they just approach you. You can feed them a carrot. You can even put it in your mouth and they'll come and get it out from your mouth. So having that experience, I remembered the times that I've gone to goat yoga, and of course just being outside in this serene environment, feeling the breeze, hearing the crickets, the birds. I just thought this would be a wonderful yoga experience for people that don't have access to that here normally. And this will be the first alpaca yoga experience that I know of in the Oklahoma City metro area. We're going to be sprinkling grain around your mats, so there's nothing that you need to do. They're going to come and approach you. You can interact with them if you'd like, or you don't have to. But it's just the fact that you're here, you're enjoying it, you're releasing it, and an animal experience. You're just going to have fun. It's just an adventure.
Some people look at us like we're crazy. Other people look at us like, oh my gosh, that sounds like a wonderful experience.
It's just a beginner flow. This is not something that you're going to really challenge yourself with yoga or learn a whole lot. You're just going to learn how to let go of the city life, come out to the ranch, enjoy it, have a glass of wine, and then we'll throw in a taco too. So, having a chance to play with the animals, being outside to play out in the ranch, you can't beat that. Inhale, lift through the chest. Very good.
Magnolia Blossom Ranch will host another session of alpaca yoga on the morning of September 22nd. Be warned, it's limited to 40 people, so once the class is full, you may have to wait for the next day. Find out more on their Facebook page.
All right, from relaxing in the country to catching a little air in southern Oklahoma.
Urban Air in Ardmore is an incredible indoor playground for kids of all ages. Let's check it out.
Do you and your family need a place to get out of the heat but still have lots of fun? Look no further than Urban Air Adventure Park in Ardmore.
It's an indoor adventure park for anyone and everyone to come in and have a good family fun. It's a safe place for people to come in out of the Oklahoma heat or the cold, where the parents can come in, just sit down and let the children just go and have whatever fun they want.
There's lots to do at Urban Air: jumping, climbing, and more.
We have 2 dodgeball arenas at the back. One we usually keep open all the time for the public, so they can just go in there. Then at the back next to dodgeball, we have a thing called a battle beam, where you've got a pit with a load of foam cubes in there, and the kids or even the parents want to go up there and have a little battle and knock each other into the pit. The big giant blue, it's like a jungle gym gone wild. We keep that for under 7s. So it's a height restriction and an age restriction.
There's a rock climbing wall that kids and adults love, and the stairway to heaven that takes some guts to complete.
The stairway to heaven is just some poles you go up. It's like a balance one, but when you get to the top, you have to have the nerves just to jump off. At the back, we've got 3 areas of the trampoline. The first one on the left, there's one up there called the runway. That's where you get the advanced. People can come up and do their flips, back flips, like the gymnasts. They can do their practicing on there. Then next to that one, as you say, it's the free play, each trampoline, so they can just go up there and have fun on there.
Well, we try to come as often as possible. She loves to jump, and she loves the rock wall.
If you need to take a break from all of the activity that you can do here at Urban Air, how about you come and try your hand at the arcade? You can shoot some baskets, go bowling, or you can grab a bite to eat at the food court.
We have a food court area. We do pizzas. We do chicken wings. You can have buffalo wings, plain wings, or hot wings. We also do onion rings and mac and cheese bites, as well as our pizzas. And everything's cooked fresh from the start.
The folks at Urban Air work hard to make sure everything is safe for you and your family.
One of the things with Urban Air is it's always safety. As you've seen walking around, we've got monitors around, checking on everything. Everything's checked every day. We do a court inspection every morning, every afternoon, make sure everything is safe and clean for the family to come into.
Make the trip to Urban Air in Ardmore for a great time for you and your family.
Well, it's just a great facility, to take the kids. It's safe, just good family fun.
Urban Air is easy to find. It's right off of I-35 in Ardmore. They're open 7 days a week with all different sorts of admission packages. Find out more on their website, urbanairtrampolinepark.com.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
So this is our world famous spicy pork chili verde. We go through about 70 to 80 courts every 4 or 5 days.
Hot fun in the heart of Oklahoma City. See what else they've got cooking here. And where to go get that last splash of summer.
It is homemade, some of the best Italian food that you're going to find in the state.
Plus, My Kind of Meal will take you to a place that has Italian just like Mom used to make. It's all coming up right here on Discover Oklahoma. The Oklahoma Department of Agritourism salutes Woods and Waters Winery and Vineyard in Anadarko. Plan your visit today.
Want to discover even more about the show? Go online and watch Discover Oklahoma anywhere, anytime. Catch up on missed episodes, track down interesting locations, and submit your own story ideas. Start exploring today at discoveroklahomatv.com.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you today from the Edmond Historical Society and Museum's exhibit on women in World War II. Certainly an interesting time in our nation and state's history.
And it's a great place to bring the kids to check out something they wouldn't normally see every day. And after that, maybe take a road trip and cool off at a great Oklahoma State Park. The sounds of summer. They are the sounds of relaxation and people of all ages having fun. Those are the sounds you hear all the time at Lake Murray Water Sports, a destination that's the definition of fun in the sun. It's the thrill of rides, lots of motion, and the splashes of a carefree day outside. The commonality is the love of the lake and of celebrations big and small.
I love it.
It's a place that has a little bit of something for everyone.
Lots of opportunities and fun things to do.
And it all starts for as little as $5. You can play miniature golf, you can go paddle boating, or perhaps take a canoe out for a ride.
And then we step up to the kayaks and the stand-up boards that they call the SUPs, the SUPs, and we have those also, and those are $7 that we do for that. A lot of kids enjoy what we call the combo, which is the slide and the trampoline, and we do that also, and it's $10.
So there are low price activities for under $10 that work out for everybody and any age group. Then there are fun activities such as water skiing and, of course, riding a wave runner or jet ski. Those are some of the most popular activities. Another popular thing to do is take an evening lake cruise.
We also do day cruises, and it's a guided tour of the lake that lasts about an hour and 10 or 15 minutes. We take you out in front of the lodge. We take you over by James Thompson's place cabins on the lake and let you see those and how they work. And so they decided this would be a great place to build a lake. So what they did, they actually used earth and dirt and rock and filled that in between those two outcrops of limestone and let the water flood the valley, and that's how Lake Murray was built. It is a man-made lake.
One can see Tucker Tower, of course, on the cruise and learn a lot about the lake. Larry says people are always very excited to be here.
It's kind of a different place. It's completely a state park lake, completely surrounded all the way around the water by state park. So it's a little different than going to a lot of lakes that have houses around them or other things around them, and they enjoy the natural beauty of Lake Murray because it is a state park.
And many of his customers are from Texas.
So we bring a lot of tourism dollars up to Oklahoma here at Lake Murray right out of Texas. We fill out a release form for everybody that's at our place that does something. We keep track in our computer of where people come from. Dallas-Fort Worth metro area is a big area where people come to Oklahoma and enjoy tourism here at Lake Murray.
In fact, two of the people we spoke with the day we shot this story were from, you guessed it, Texas.
I think it's great. The slides, the kids, it's entertaining, so the parents can kind of sit back, relax, and watch, and join in when we want to, but overall I think it's really just the amenities for the kids.
Favorite part is just, like I said, getting away from the hustle and bustle and having this to come to. There's so many opportunities for us as a family to do. The girls were out on the trampolines earlier yesterday, jumping on those and having a great time, and they got to kayak for the first time today, and that was a lot of fun.
And you can plan your trip to any Oklahoma State Park with a copy of our 2018 Outdoor Guide. If you're headed to the pool, a reminder state park pools are open Memorial Day to Labor Day only.
After all that swimming, I bet the kids and the parents have both worked up quite an appetite.
I bet so. And you can stop off at this next location and fill up in Oklahoma City. Casey Kennedy is going to take us to the Powerhouse Restaurant.
The patio area, the feeling of the farmers market district, and yeah, just I love being outside, meeting new people and hanging out, and love the Powerhouse.
It's a great local spot with a different feel than anywhere else in town. We came to Powerhouse to eat their breakfast taco buffet. It really has a Santa Fe border town feel, right smack dab in the middle of downtown Oklahoma City. People thought I was crazy for coming down here, and really the community, everyone embraced what we were doing down here, and it's really centrally located as well, even though it's still kind of hidden. And when we were renovating the building, my buddy Derek and I were pulling down the insulation from the ceiling, and some videos fell down. I went and had them developed and didn't really know what we were going to find, but it's actually home videos from a family that moved here from Miami, Florida, and lived here in Oklahoma City, and so it's about 15 minutes of footage from the 40s, and it's very intriguing. I've been trying to find the family. You know, sometimes we'll have, punk shows, sometimes we'll have more country shows. We do the Motown Get Down, which has been one of our bigger nights. So there's a bunch of different layers to what we do out here, as well as being kid-friendly in all ages. You know, we encourage people to bring their dogs and come hang out on the patio. So this is our world-famous spicy pork chili verde. We go through about 70 to 80 quarts every 4 or 5 days. We have very, very little space back there. I mean, it's not even really a kitchen. It's just a little area with a computer and panini and a warmer and an ice machine. So I had to really think of things that were going to be I could make in bulk. I've zeroed in on a chili pork verde recipe, and I just started working on it, and then I basically perfected this thing over the course of about a month, and we've had it every week for 3.5 years without fail, and a lot of people come from far and wide just to have the spicy chili pork verdes. When we're cooking it, it perfumes almost the entire farmer's market, and so people walk in and they didn't even know they were hungry, and then they walk in and they didn't even know they wanted this, and then it happens. So
in the Chipotle chili fudge pie, we just use the Chipotle, the Ancho Chipotle jam. We add that to the pie. Adds just a little. It kind of sets off the chocolate notes and everything. It's not really spicy. It is a community, and you can really feel like you're just getting completely lost, but you're just right here in downtown. We're hopeful for the future down here for sure.
You'll find the Powerhouse restaurant near the Oklahoma City Downtown Farmers Market at 1228 Southwest 2nd Street. They're open for dinner only Monday through Friday and at noon on Saturday and Sunday.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
I would describe this store as having a little bit of everything. It has a great variety of gifts and really a little bit of something for everyone.
Shop your heart out at this Tulsa hotspot.
We make it here fresh every day, and it's fantastic. And people just rave about it. It's probably one of my most popular dishes here.
Plus dinner worth the drive, the Italian spot you don't want to miss, still to come when Discover Oklahoma continues. This portion of Discover Oklahoma is brought to you by Post Oak Lodge in Tulsa. Don't miss their Wine and Jazz Festival over Labor Day weekend.
Maybe it's time to take in the view and discover yourself in the land of what's new. Here, history happens in the blink of an eye, and learning is fun. You can even ask why. At travelok.com, find even more. Come see for yourself and then go explore.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma. We're exploring some of the great stories of the women of World War II at the Edmond Historical Society and Museum. You know, before the decade that brought us World War II, most Oklahomans did their shopping at a general store.
That's true, and some still do, although you can say it's much different these days. Right now, Julie Chindo is going to take us to a modern version, Jenkins Company in Tulsa.
Treasure seekers traveling Route 66 have uncovered a new gem in Tulsa's Pearl District. Right across from the historic Meadow Gold sign, you'll find Jenkins Company, a store where everything is handcrafted and handpicked. If the walls of Jenkins Company could talk, they'd tell quite the story.
Everything here is curated, it's thoughtfully purchased to sell. It's got a story behind it.
Jenkins Company is a modern general store where your purchase has purpose. Here you'll find beautiful and useful products that are all the work of artisans.
I mean, anything that someone makes is their art, and so it's just art that you can use every day.
More than 2,000 unique handmade items fill this 2,000 square foot space.
Everything is sustainably and ethically made, so they're using the best practices to create their products, and they use the least amount of waste, and they use sustainable materials, and they ship things in a sustainable, ethical way. So that to me is really important.
I love this store. I mean, I absolutely love it.
I would describe this store as having a little bit of everything. It has a great variety of gifts and really a little bit of something for everyone.
The store is a collection of owner Lisa's favorite things. She travels the world and brings her treasures back home to Tulsa.
I have everything from rugs and furniture to jewelry, paper goods, some food items, children's items, so bath items, all kinds of things.
That includes the work of Oklahomans, too. She carries local items like planters, soy candles, and more.
The honey that is local through the John 3:16 mission, and when I gave that as a hostess gift, everybody thought that was really special and unique.
I love the purses, the bags that are right back here. Any of the Guatemalan bags, just the leather goods are my favorite.
Pillows, paper goods, and candles are the store's best sellers.
I really tried to vary the price point so that if someone came in and they really wanted something unique and different, almost anyone could buy something. So I have 25-cent erasers and $2 pencils, and so I just was hoping to reach a lot of people.
Jenkins Company, a stop on the Mother Road that combines mindful shopping with lots of heart.
I just have a lot of products that support great people, and so I love to share that with other people.
Stop in because it's a cool store.
In Tulsa, I'm Julie Chin, discovering Oklahoma.
Jenkins Company is located at 1335 East 11th Street in Tulsa. A heads up that they are closed on Sundays and Mondays, open 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. the rest of the week.
Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
I put a lot of love into making my bread, and it's a focaccia bread.
Fresh baked bread is just the start of a fantastic meal at this Oklahoma City hotspot. We'll take you there next when Discover Oklahoma continues. Great travel tips anytime, like Discover Oklahoma on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Set a course for excitement with your free Oklahoma Outdoor Guide. It's your all-in-one handbook for outdoor inspiration. Cabins, campsites, comfy lodges, breathtaking adventures, and so much more. Order yours at travelok.com.
What a great time we've had here today at the Edmond Historical Society Museum exploring a little history.
That's true, and I say it's time now to pack it in and grab some dinner. And if you're in the mood for Italian, and who isn't, I know you are, we're going to take you to an amazing place. Come with me now to Vito's Ristorante in North Oklahoma City.
This is Kathy Cummings.
You know, my mom, my grandmother, my aunts, everybody cooked in an Italian restaurant in my family.
Obviously, cooking Italian food is in her DNA. While Kathy is the heart and soul of Vito's, the home-baked goodness of a family meal are the essential ingredients around which everything else revolves.
And you know, I'm not a classically trained chef. I'm a cook, you know, and I love to cook, and so that's what I wanted to do when I opened Vito's. I wanted it to be my house that you guys come to for dinner.
When you walk in the door, it's like your family, and it's just a fun, cozy place to eat.
You come in the first time, you might be a stranger, but from then on out, you are family with Kathy Cummings.
Oh, they're so friendly. We just love everybody here. It's like coming to a family place.
Kathy has a loyal base of regular customers, and like family, they're always greeted at the door with a hug from Kathy. Now, being Italian, I know the deep love for traditional cooking, and Italian cuisine prides itself on simple, delicious combinations of the finest, freshest ingredients available.
I think all Italians pour love into everything they do in the kitchen. I really do. Fresh tomatoes, green bell peppers, red bell peppers, fresh basil, garlic, onions. I mean, they're all pretty basic, but you put them all together, you've got something pretty special.
Everything here is very, very special and evocative. The food is bold, satisfying, rich, and textural, and uses a whole palette of flavors. But customer favorites include the chicken spadini, it's incredible, and the lasagna is absolutely delicious.
People just rave about it. It's probably one of my most popular dishes here. Other than that, I would say really spaghetti and meatballs. My sauce, my red sauce, my sugo is what I call it. It cooks for hours on the stove, and it's just amazing.
Something else that's amazing, the bread here. Well, it's addicting, and Kathy makes it herself every single day. And the garlic dipping sauce, I could drink that stuff.
My bread is really the first impression you get of my restaurant. I put a lot of love into making my bread, and it's a focaccia bread. It's not hard to make, but it's simple. There's only 4 ingredients, and there's no preservatives, so it doesn't last very long. If you take it home, you have to eat it really probably the next day.
We order the specials a lot, and what to me is particularly good is the way they cook the salmon.
It is homemade. Some of the best Italian food that you're going to find in the States.
If we ever say we're having Italian, it's always going to be Vito's.
Kathy is not only passionate about her food, but there is so much more.
You know, my passion lies with pleasing people, I think. Making sure they have a great day, a great experience. My Italian food I think is unique to Oklahoma. But I think if you give me a chance, just try my food one time and I will sell you. You will be sold on it.
The food is always excellent. So it's so much more than just going into an Italian restaurant. It is an experience with the loving family that is your host. You go away friends.
Now, was that as delicious as it looked?
It was absolutely superb. I love their food. Now, here's a heads up. They are closed on Sundays. The rest of the week, they're only open for dinner. And no matter where your next road trip takes you, the Discover Oklahoma Dining Guide will help you find a great place to eat. Just log on to our website, travelok.com, and click Request Free Brochures to get your copy.
We owe a huge thank you to the great folks here at the Edmond Historical Society Museum for hosting us this week. You can see the exhibit on World War II, Housewives on the Home Front, through September 22nd. After that, new exhibits will move in. The museum is located at 431 South Boulevard in Edmond. They're open 10 to 5 Tuesday through Friday, 1 to 4 on Saturday, and closed on Sunday and Monday.
And coming up next Saturday on Discover Oklahoma, we're taking in a little live country music. Find out where.
And sit back and relax at this Central Oklahoma winery. We'll take you there next week right here on Discover Oklahoma.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma.